Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar, doing a digital roof inspection here for a homeowner out in the Forest Ranch area. This is a beautiful home, and it's having some roofing issues over here by this chimney. This is a concrete S-tile roof, very common. It's the original from when the home was built in 2003. And we can see that the tiles themselves, as far as the field tile goes, that isn't broken. It's in very good shape. It gets harder over the time of its life. The most important part is the underlayment underneath. And so the underlayment system on this roof is a single layer of the felt underlayment. And so we should see 2 layers of the felt underlayment by building code now and roofing code, but we're only seeing 1 on this roof. And so I'll point out the underlayment where the leak is occurring over there. It's a very bad section. We have a chimney, a lot of water, sensitive area right there. And so there's a couple different repair options that can go over. The one thing I want to point out is how closed these valleys are. These are very closed valleys that impedes kind of water flowing down it. If we were to re-roof this entire roof, we would open these up at least 3 or 4 inches to make sure debris falls down. And then we can see that the penetrations are very sensitive areas. The flashings over time, it starts to crack around it, and you kind of start to see ways where water can get in. Resealing these is a very good maintenance procedure. The solar itself was installed by Baker roughly 10 years ago, and it's on a really good roof plan for the solar. There's a couple cracked tiles up here near the ridge line that have been repaired. In a perfect world, we would replace those ones that have kind of been gooped up. Another broken one right there. Getting over to the leak area, I'm gonna head over there now. The underlayment is the most important part of this roof. It waterproofs the roof, and the tiles protect that underlayment and provide an aesthetic value to the roof. But you can see that there's a good amount of cracked tiles on this roof. It just happens over time. You can see one right there. We see a couple over here where the leak is occurring. We also have a very sensitive area with this chimney. A couple tiles right there that are cracked. You can see these water stains of all this water that convolutes right here. And then you can additionally see the underlayment. What was a black felt underlayment at some point is now weathered away, and it's just a basically remnant of itself. It's literally cracking here on the edges, looks like there's some rodent feces, and then we have a lot of staining that's occurring, very deteriorated. One layer is typically expected to last 20 to 25 years. This roof is close to 23 years now. And then we can also see the 1 layer of the felt underlayment. Typically we're seeing 2 layers is the roofing standard now, and rule of thumb is after 2000 it should have 2 layers. So we're seeing right now only 1 underlayment of the felt underlayment. So with the single layer of the felt paper having a 20 to 25 year warranty, we're kind of getting to the point where with a single layer, it's a good idea to replace with 2 layers of the felt underlayment. There's an option to just do this section right here. In a perfect world, we do this entire roof plane, so that way the homeowner gets a nice warranty on it versus just a repair. Just with the age of the home and the deterioration of this single layer right here, usually you would have a second layer of felt paper underneath that first layer that's getting deteriorated right now. So it's very time to look into potentially re-roofing the entire roof with 2 layers of the felt paper, or just focusing on this repair option right now. Also, this pool solar is not being used right now. We're going to recommend removing it and disposing of it. Get some documentation of it right now. But you can also see in areas where the tiles have cracked. You see a lot of cracked tiles right here. Boom, boom, boom. And so a lot of these tiles need to get thrown away. We need to replace with replacement tile. We can still find the same profile. We need to get all these old tiles off this roof here. So with the single layer, it's getting to the point of looking at full re-roof where you replace all the underlayment on the roof, or we could just kind of focus on this patch repair for now. Kind of give the homeowners 2 options. Thank you.